Hi, I'm Ashley Briscoe with the Cloud Pack for Multi-Cloud Management, and I wanted to take a little bit of time to show you the Cloud Pack for Multi-Cloud Management with respect to the governance, risk, and compliance dashboard. Okay, we're going to start by navigating on the left-hand side to where it says Govern Risk. And what this is going to take us to is a dashboard that provides a single place, single one-stop shop for all of your information as it relates to policies, as it relates to the violations that have occurred. You can see this all in one dashboard. The importance of this is to have an integrated single console that brings together your entire environment in one place. Okay, now we're going to navigate to the policies page. And this particular page is actually where you can create policies and develop your own set of configurations as you need it in accordance with regulatory requirements. Policies are declarative, and you can set them to enforce or inform. You can see all the details of your policy that you need to in this single place. From the Cloud Pack for Multi-Cloud Management, you can actually create a policy and set it for whatever configuration that your company needs or requires. What is truly special about the Cloud Pack for Multi-Cloud Management is the ability to create policy as code. You can write these in code. The ops manager can provide them to the developer. Automatically, the infrastructure adheres to a declarative model. And Janet, our security officer, is happy because all of this is trackable and all of this is auditable. So we can go ahead and give our policy a name. I'm going to add my name to this just to give it some color, and you can see that it's writing in the name as I type. So it's creating code for us as we go along. Specifications are very compelling because what this does is it actually attaches certain guardrails, certain constraints around these policies, all written for you in code in a low-code way. As you can see, I added that I want this policy to have the auditability, and it attached all of that information automatically. I want to be able to manage certificates, and I want to be able to manage everything that comes with that in terms of ensuring that I am not getting out of the certificate date range. Look what happens when I select CIS policy. Once I do that, it automatically puts in the Center of Internet Security requirements and the constraints in order to be able to enable that configuration. This is really compelling because line after line of code is put into this policy automatically. It just accelerates the ability to be able to build this and to set your infrastructure to match it. You can see that it's got all the configurations there ready to go. You can select other things such as if you want the identity and access management policy to adhere to that. You can have mutation policy, which what that is it's also a controller down below, mutation advisor. This is very important, and the developer and the ops and Janet as well, our compliance officer, will find this important because it ensures that nothing has changed in the container, nothing has changed in the application, and you can set this to be enforced if you so like. Another thing that you can bring into play is vulnerability advisor. You can turn this policy into a vulnerability policy, which then derives and brings along the controller of vulnerability advisor. And why this is very important is that it continually scans, continually ensures that none of the code is bringing any sort of known vulnerability to the application. These policies are declarative. That means that the way you want it prescribed, the way you say for it to behave, it will behave. And what I'm showing you now is you can actually create a tagging system that groups these policies. If you need to address HIPAA, you can group them that way. If you need to address FSMA, the same. You have that ability to label this way so that when you go back to your GRC dashboard, you can see them grouped that way. Okay, what's unfolding here is we're showing how we have one policy. You can see the Center of Internet Security policy at the top. You see the placement rules that are attached, and what this does is it actually helps you decide where this policy applies to from a cluster perspective. Now let's move back to our GRC compliance dashboard and show how we can dig deeper into exactly what's going on. We can dig deeper into our different policies and understand where some of the out of compliance issues are happening. You're able to see the details and understand the violations at a level in which that gives you the ability to fix it. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for your time.